Sometimes you never know what's coming at you. Just ask our guest today who gets a huge assignment on such a short notice. Alyssa Villariña is taking over Estephanie Ladignon as our representative in the Miss Global Universe pageant happening in Singapore from July 1 to the 6th. It's a beautiful day, Alyssa, and welcome to the show.
Yes, it's a beautiful day indeed. Hello everyone, I'm Alyssa Villariña, your Miss Global Universe Philippines 2025.
Love it. She practiced.
I
know.
know. She is ready. Such a beauty queen welcome, you know.
Yeah, why are you never like that?
Grabe ka naman. Beauty queen welcome. I'm always like that. What are you talking about?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
But we've been talking about this off the air. It's been quite a whirlwind couple of days for you, Alyssa. You are now representing us in this pageant after Stephanie had to pull out due to unexpected passport-related concerns.
Yes.
How are you feeling now that it's official?
Well, actually, I'm very excited to the point that when I received the news, I did not sleep because I was so excited
I bet.
with this journey. And the couple of days so far, it's been really hectic on my end, but it's gonna be worth it. I know it because I'm here.
Exactly, and we're so glad you're here. As we mentioned, normally the queens that come through us, they have good luck. So for sure, you're gonna win.
No pressure naman.
No pressure,
Yes.
right? But when you got that call, what was running through your mind? Were you like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, I haven't prepared, I need to prepare? Like, just walk us through that moment when you found out you were gonna represent the Philippines.
Well, actually, when I received the call, I was at home applying for jobs because I resigned for my past job, and it's because I joined Binibining Pilipinas and I was one of the semi-finalists for this year. And so I was applying some jobs, and then my manager called me, Tito Jess, and then he said, are you busy right now? Can we have a short conversation? Sabi ko, yes, sure po. And then he said, do you have a passport naman, di ba? Sabi ko, yes, I have. That's the first question talaga. And then after that, he said like, gusto mo bang lumaban and represent the Philippines? Syempre, I was shocked because represent the Philippines is like a rare opportunity. And I was like, sige Tito, like give me a few minutes, I will think this through. And then parang in a while, I called him back and I said yes. So that's the gist of the story.
First of all, gusto ko na you spent a few minutes to think about it muna.
Sandali
Okay, so
lang.
what was the... Okay, first of all, ilan minutes? And what was the thought process like when you're considering it?
On my end, I did call my parents because like it's a big thing for me. So I had a second opinion from them. And then after they said their thoughts naman, parang sa akin, okay, this is it. So the goal naman is to represent always the Philippines, and an opportunity came, and I'm very grateful that I was given a chance to represent the Philippines.
You've been competing in beauty pageant, in the
Yes.
beauty pageant scene for quite some time. Aside from finishing one of the top 14 in the Binibining Pilipinas pageant, you're also the reigning Miss Rizal, if I'm not
Yes, that's
mistaken.
correct.
So from Rizal to the global stage, oh my goodness, can you
Yes.
tell us all about your journey and what has this journey taught about you, for yourself?
On my end, it really taught me to be more independent because when I joined Mr. and Miss Rizal, I have no handlers at that time. So I really did expedite and tap into many people that would help me, and I'm very grateful for them. And with my Binibining Pilipinas journey, I believe that it actually prepared me for this. So I'm calling that like a blessing also because it taught me how to do my makeup on my own and a lot of things, which made me realize that I can do more things that I thought I couldn't at first.
And you have such a short time to prepare. What, they gave you a week?
No, less than a week
Okay,
actually.
so you have less than a
Wow.
week to prepare for this global pageant. What are you doing aside from visiting us here in Bilyonaryo to prepare for you leaving tomorrow already?
Yes, it's already tomorrow. Well, for my preparations, I actually tried to diet in a few days, but I don't think I don't think it's gonna work.
Challenge young girl.
Yeah. So on my end, I did research about the platform Global Universe. Of course, will be representing the Philippines, and it's a big opportunity for me to highlight our culture and heritage because that's like one of the focus of the pageant. And I'm also very grateful because I can still showcase my advocacies as well.
Yeah, I want to talk about yung advocacies mo because if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, it involves elderly care and of
Yes.
course the environment. When you take a look at those advocacies, first off, how did they become your advocacies? And second, how can this platform actually help you shine a light into those advocacies?
Okay, yes. On my end, it's very personal because I was raised by my grandparents and they passed away already. So it's quite a touching story. And every time I try my best not to cry. Pero yun nga, from that, there and on, and with Mr. and Miss Rizal, I was given an opportunity to work with the SWD Tanay, with Haven for the Elderly. So I just visited there last Saturday, and I'm actually very grateful to still work with this and support our elderly people because for me, it's like they have raised me, they have raised us. So it's like my time to give back to them.
Okay.
Yes, and for our environment, also very personal because just last year, as a Rizaleño, we experienced quite a bit, especially with the recent typhoons. It was like back to back to back.
Yes.
3 typhoons, if I'm not mistaken, and Rizal suffered a lot actually. Aside from casualties, there were also loss of lives, sadly, and which is why I realized that there's need to be an initiative when it comes to environmental awareness and tree planting, most especially. And I've worked with the LGU as well as with other NGOs to have this Seeds of Hope, Roots for the Future, which is a tree planting and an environmental awareness campaign. And with Miss Global Universe Philippines, I'm really excited not just to promote and advocate for this advocacy, but at the same time to also really work with future partners that would lead me to better access to promoting this advocacy.
Actually, it was actually 6 typhoons in that short
Oh,
span of
6,
time. Oh,
okay.
parang ganun if I remember correctly. But of course, maybe Rizal was hit harder by 3 in particular. Pero so relatively new yung environmental advocacy mo, considering the recent events.
Yes, it's very recent. But I started with this tree planting last August pa last year. So we were able to plant more than 1,000 naman na. And it's being monitored by the LGU.
Not a lot of people know this about you, Alyssa, but aside from being a beauty queen, you are a medical representative by
Yes.
day and a freelance content writer by night.
So hindi siya natutulog.
Literally.
And then you also graduated magna cum laude.
Yes.
And then now she's training for the pageant
My goodness,
also.
how do you balance all of these responsibilities with your pageant duties?
Well, of course, it's all about time management, and you have to really be passionate of what you are doing, and that is what I have been doing. So anything is great for me, and I still have time to sleep.
Alyssa, we're gonna sana may time.
Sana may tayo. Oh.
We all know that well, but I want to ask you, let's practice for your Q&A since
Oh,
you're leaving for tomorrow.
sure.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Pageants normally put such a pressure, I know, on the candidates to be perfect. But
Yes.
when was the last time you felt imperfect, and what did that teach you?
Well, I would say that every day I have been feeling that I am imperfect because when I look at the mirror, I see my flaws. I have my pimple right here, and it's a reminder that you are not a perfect person, but it does not make me lesser of a person. And I'm actually proud of myself because I'm able to achieve things, and if I'm able to do so, I believe everyone else can do it. You just have to believe and persevere for yourself.
Wow, she's ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
No, it is.
So inspiring.
Mine's not quite a beauty queen. I can't do what you do. But you mentioned it a while ago that the goal was always to represent the Philippines,
Yes.
to always wear the sash, to be able to say, oh, I'm from the Philippines and international pageant. Now that the moment is coming,
Yes.
and the moment of realization, unang-una, you said you called your parents.
Yes.
And you know that the goal has always been that. How did they react when you asked them that you were still thinking about it, that you were still considering, quote unquote? So what does that mean to them naman?
Actually, they're watching live right now, so
Oh,
hello
hello.
to my
Hi.
parents, my
Hello.
papa, hello. On that end, when I called them, their main issue was like, how's the flight, the hotel you'll be staying. It's more of the finances that they're concerned, not on my end, because they know that this is what I want. This is what I have been doing in the past couple of years, and I know that I have their support, and which is why I'm very grateful for them. So that was their like main concern, and I just explained to them that if your concern is the expenses, the organization as well as my manager told me that everything would be clear. I just have to do my best and represent the Philippines.
Alam mo, no pressure, Alyssa, pero we have a good record in terms of
yeah.
wishing good luck and
yeah.
seeing off mga Filipino queens going overseas, and you know, we're so excited for you. We really are. And
I'm also very
sobrang
excited.
meant to be kasi you had the right documentation, you had the right pedigree, and here you are, gonna be representing the Philippines.
Yes.
And we hope to see you next week
my
when you
goodness.
win.
Yes,
We're
yes.
manifesting
You
it
have to
already.
come back.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're flying off tomorrow, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken. Oh my
tomorrow.
goodness. I can just, imagine the excitement. But before we let you go, what is your message to all the young women who are watching you right now, looking up to you, idolizing you? What is your message for these ladies?
So to all young women out there, and regardless of gender, I would just like to say to always believe in yourself, because everything that is meant for you will always come. And no matter how hard you are struggling right now, I just want you to remind yourself that everything happens for a reason, just like mine is. So yes, that's it.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and good luck once again, Miss Global Universe Philippines 2025, Alyssa Villariña. Thank you, Alyssa.
Thank you.